Hey there, hopefully you were looking for some information on Athens, Georgia, and you happened upon our YouTube channel, Homes for Sale in Athens GA. We do provide information on real estate as we are a real estate company, but we also provide a lot of area information about what to do, places to eat, news, things that's going on. So this is a good place for a resource for Athens, Georgia. If you're thinking about moving to the area, or even if you live here and you just kind of want to follow real estate, you can click the subscribe button at the bottom of your screen. Today, we're going to kind of get in front of a question most people in our office get asked all the time. So you got a client in town and they're sitting there and you go around and look at property and then they go, hey, you got a good place for lunch? Where should I go for dinner tonight? There's a lot of questions like that that you always get asked. We're going to try to address 10 places here that we might recommend. Here's a big warning. There are a lot more places than this that we would recommend. Some of our friends and clients own restaurants that aren't on this list. And otherwise, to make the video way too long, there's so many great places that we'll always recommend. Athens is a great place to get fat if you so choose. But we're going to go down some of the top joints that people are liking right now, various levels of how affordable it is, or maybe more high end. And there's obviously some honorable mentions. First, if you look at the map, we're right here, number 10. I'm going to start with a stalwart of Athens downtown that's been here since I was in college. Depalma's Italian Cafe, which is right here on Broad Street. They have 3 locations. They have one on the east side, west side, and downtown. Here's a quick look at their menu. Pretty standard Italian fare. You're going to have breadsticks, you're going to have pizza, but you're also going to have some good salads and some other entrees. If you're in town with kids and you're trying to put a pizza in front of them, but maybe you don't want to eat pizza, that's a good place to go as well. Now, our next place that we're going to look is a place that is very popular for brunch. I'm going to type it into the map here and see if we can just do it that way. Mama's Boy. And we will shift down here to Mama's Boy, which is a great place for brunch. Very popular. Oconee Street location, also extremely popular. The Falls of Oconee. Give you a quick look at their menu here or just their website. Popular brunch place, great biscuits. Don't be discouraged. You might go there and you might see that there's a big line. So if that's the case, hey, don't worry. You will get in, and it's very popular after a Georgia game. The next place is in the Normaltown area. That has become real popular for various reasons, but mostly it's probably the best oyster joint in town because it's what it's dedicated to. Seabear Oyster Bar is a great place to grab oysters and drinks, great place to go for dinner. A little bit more high end, really kind of a cool atmosphere, as you can kind of see. Give you a look at their website here. They even have like an oyster cart that they can send out for like catering that a lot of venues have done. That's pretty cool. Seabear Oyster Bar is definitely someplace we'd recommend. And the next one, we're going to get into another area of town. So we've been downtown, we've been Pulaski, Prince Avenue area, and let's go to the 5 Points area, to the Royal Peasant. And let's follow the map. And now we're in that 5 Points area that's also got some other great restaurants we're going to mention. The Royal Peasant is an English pub, and the Royal Peasant is fun. It's got a great atmosphere to go grab a drink, great lunch spot, really good for dinner, one of the best burgers in town, English pub. When there's a soccer match in town, this is a place where a lot of people are going to be going. It's in a good neighborhood. It's walkable to a lot of homes, and it's just become a very popular location for a lot of folks. The next place is we're going to come up from there and go to one of their locations, kind of hit a little bit more Latin food, Mexican food, N Titos. N Titos is in this location on Locust Street that for years, when I remember first coming up in the 80s, was just a doomed location. I think at first it might have been like a Maxie's, which is like a Rally's burger. Well, they found a place to work, and N Titos has excellent food. One of the best known Cuban sandwiches in town. It's a great place where you can go. You can bring your own beverages. So you can bring a cooler, sit outside on Lumpkin. They also have this great East Side location that's really kind of kid-friendly too. So N Titos is a great place to kind of cover the board. They have wings, great chips and salsa, great sandwiches, great Latin food in general. Really good place. Now, the next place we're going to have to go is a barbecue place, because you can't talk about something in the South without mentioning barbecue. And we've got some good ones. There's plenty to mention. Salt South Barbecue, Butt Hut Barbecue. I'm going to go with Pulaski Heights BBQ to recommend to you. Pulaski Heights is right here, kind of close to the downtown area. As you see, there's Barber Street, which is close to Prince Avenue, and then this is the downtown area. Now, Pulaski Heights has excellent food, and they do catering. I would tell you that we've catered away some chicken for people that have been sick. It's been extremely well received, and so we really recommend Pulaski Heights as a good barbecue joint. Now we're going to come back down. We're going to slide back down this map. We're going to go see if we can find that Lumpkin Street again. And there's a newer restaurant that's just opened here in 2022 called ZZ and Simone's. And I've only been there once, but it's quickly gained some popularity for several reasons. ZZ and Simone's is on Lumpkin Street, close to the 5 Points area where we just were. Take a look at their website. And they basically have meat. They have Italian food. As you can see, you have a fish, chicken parmesan, meatballs, pizza. But I think people really like their wine selection, and they really like their drinks. It's a really good atmosphere. It's a smaller joint, but it's also a little bit more expensive on it's not the affordable end of the spectrum. It's on the upper scale, but that's not bad. Sometimes you want to do that too. Now we're going to go to another, number 4, I guess it would be, is the classic 5 and 10 restaurant there on Millage Avenue. 5 and 10 is one of our most well-known restaurants. It's been around for a while. Famous chef there, Hugh Atchison, is the owner. It's right there on Lumpkin on Fraternity Sorority Road, really close to the university. Some of the best cuisine we have in town, along with their sister restaurant, the National. So I'm kind of putting both of them in here. The National's downtown, and then 5 and 10, which we're ranking number 3. Again, this is not the place to take your kid unless they're a really fine diner. It's going to be more upscale, going to have really nice wine, really nice drinks, and overall, just a really great place to go. We're going to stay in the 5 Points area, and we're going to go to what is currently my personal favorite place to eat dinner, and that is the Expat. And the Expat is a great place that's got, a little bit different kind of menu than you might find here. This is a place where, as you can see, you're getting wild mushroom bruschetta, artichokes. It's definitely more on the high-end scale, more of the pricier dinner night out as a couple kind of thing or with friends. They have pasta. They have a duck breast, a strip, eggplant parmesan I had a few weeks ago. And, I felt very full. It was absolutely delicious. So this is another place we'll recommend. And ending on one, before we give you some other things just to kind of mention, is probably the biggest stalwart in all of Athens restaurant, predating anything that we've said yet, which would be Last Resort Bar and Grill. Last Resort Bar and Grill is real known to people that went to school here in the 90s. It's known to people that went to school here in the late 2000s or 2020s. So Last Resort Grill is located right here on Hull Street and Clayton Street. Great food, almost always a home run for brunch, lunch, or dinner. They really do a good lunch service as well, people forget about. And here's their website, Last Resort Grill. This is a place that you could maybe take a kid. It's not, the prices are fair. It's not exactly as if it's tremendously upscale, but it's definitely not of a lower tier either. I've just always felt that you could leave Last Resort, have a good meal, and feel like you paid a good price. So Last Resort Grill is where we're in there. But I do want to kind of just hit the map and just name some other places to definitely think of. Looking right here, Trapeze Pub, right across. That's a great place to eat. The National we mentioned before. Check out South Kitchen and Bar. That's a place that also serves tater tots. So your kids, if they're in town with you, might really enjoy going there. As you back down towards 5 Points, I'll just mention a few other things. The Root and the Pine is a great place that's also got a bar underneath, does a great brunch, and has a good dinner that's kind of like tapas. We also, you can't really see it right here. There's a great little place to eat lunch, local 706, great place to grab coffee, Jittery Joe's. And there's a lunch counter ad drug at our drugstore in 5 Points that serves little hamburgers, French fries, hot dogs, all kind of things with great milkshakes. It'd be a fun place to pop in if you were in town. If you're in Athens, you know most of these answers, but this information is mostly for folks that are planning to move here, looking to come here for the weekend, and trying to give them a little bit of a heads up of places they should be checking out. We hope you enjoyed the information, and thank you for sticking around for almost 9 minutes talking about food with me.